farm has been in the Brown family for close to 100 years. My grandfather and my father and two uncles actually was instrumental in building this particular facility right here. It was built in 1961, so we've been milking. We've never missed a milking in that barn in 56 years.
We produced and bottled our own milk. We had depots in the Salt Lake Valley that we delivered our milk to in glass jars. And up until about 10 years ago, we had never sold milk off of this farm other than in our own package label.
Right from here you can see the ski slopes of Park City, which is a world-class resort area.
It's an area where it's a lot of influx is happening, a lot of individuals and families moving in from mostly the California area. There used to be 20, 30 dairies in Summit County. There are now 3 functioning dairies in our entire county, and we represent 85% of all the dairy cows in Summit County. And so even though we haven't changed much historically in 55, 60 years, things around us are starting to change.
The model that we've operated on for quite some time probably is really becoming a challenge economically. My sons, both of them, like I, have a deep interest in agriculture and love the agriculture business, love the dairy business, love the Holstein cow. We're just, as a family, trying to decide how we go forward.
I've often thought, what would it be like running a herd of milk cows, Holstein cows, if none of them was registered? And to me, it would take away all the optimism, it would take away all the dreaming, for me personally on a day-to-day basis of trying to genetically improve my herd and improve my cattle, because it's the registered aspect of it that allows me to really track my progress of how I'm doing from a genetic point of view. I can look into my herd, and it's very satisfying to have a group of 10 or 20 cows come into the milking pit, and as I get to explain to my cow milkers, you know, I've got 3 or 4 generations being milked all at the same time. The reason I know that is because they're registered. I can track their parentage. I know who they are. I know where they came from. The cows take on a one-on-one relationship rather than just a number in their ear.
There's no doubt that the Holstein Association and the Holstein cow is led out throughout the world in terms of data, information, and breeding opportunity. It's always had the programs, the database, and the information that provides every one of us who have cattle the opportunity of acquiring the best genetics that's available on the planet for us.
Besides the cow and besides the things that we talk about all the time on site, I think the thing that really drives you and wanting to be involved in not only the industry but the association is the friendships that we create. We're kind of a unique group of people. When you think about 1% of this country is involved in agriculture, it's got to be less than probably 1/10 of 1% of this country is involved in milking cows. And as we gather amongst ourselves at our conventions and at cow shows, there's just a bond between individuals who milk cows. It's hard to explain to the rest of society, and it's definitely becoming a little harder, especially for a herd 300 cows. It's kind of the odd size. And so we're going through some decision-making processes as a family, whether we get bigger, whether we get smaller, whether we continue to try to stay here or relocate. I could carve out a living here probably for the rest of my opportunity or time in dairying, but I have a goal to be able to make decisions today that will give the next generation hopefully the ability to be dairy farmers, for my kids or my grandkids to be able to be raised on a farm. My generation, myself, I will have to make a decision to change my lifestyle, just like some of my forefathers did, to give me this opportunity so that maybe a grandkid or a great-grandkid can be doing this type of interview 100 years from now.